قل أوحي إلي أنه استمع نفر من الجن فقالوا إن سمعنا قرآنا عجب. Say, it's like a command. Say, kul. Quran, few words directly. Allah, one ilah, one God is saying. Some are neutrally saying. So here some are said by the messenger, who is the middle entity. So here it's saying kul, say, starting with it, and it's saying that it has been revealed to me that uhiya ilayya annahu, that listened a group of jinn, and they said, indeed we heard Quran amazing. So that's the first ayah, and this ayah is about ayah revealed on a group of creation named jinn. They are listening or listened Quran, and they found it amazing. So jinn heard or listened or saw Quran, and they found it amazing. Ajaban. A group of jinn. So Quran talks about jinn a lot of time. At the very beginning of humankind in earth, jinn, this creation, was one of the provoker. So here jinn, who the creation, one of the jinn, Iblis, higher ranked holder, denied about the power compare with jinn, Adam. So now this is a moment going on where it's talking about jinn is with Quran and they found it good. So there is ayahs which talk about that jinn and humankind created for to pray Allah. Second ayah. Jinn found it as a guiding towards the right way. Yahdiya ila ar-rushd. It guides to the right way. So what's the right way? The complex part of jinn, this creation, is the whole jinn kind is not against Adam, only high ranked jinn. So it's so simple to say that if high ranked jinn is against Adam, and by just one incident of jinn, Iblis, Allah decided to not provide the earth towards Adam and made Adam to live on Jannah instead of earth, and live there and just do whatever they want and just do not touch one specific tree, but they touched it. Adam and partner of Adam. So they, as a punishment, got the earth. So earth was there, made in 6 days. Then Allah decided to be the vicegerent of earth. Adam created, spirit blown by Allah towards Adam, the clay creature, and the higher ranked jinn said, I'm better. I made from fire which do not have blowing or air particles, and I'm better than mud. So it's simple to say that Iblis is higher ranked jinn. So lower ranked jinn would be lower in general concept of understanding. So Allah was arrogant and said, you are arrogant. But Allah supposed to make them live. Make them means Adam and Eve in, let's be precise, Adam in earth, but Allah didn't. Allah supposed to make live as vice grand in earth the creation Adam, but Adam was there when Allah was conversating with angels and Iblis, not Iblis specifically, Jinn, and only Iblis, the higher rank Jinn, denied. And just by this one denial, one knowledgeable denial. Why knowledgeable? Because just for this only one denial, Allah changed Allah's mind. But Adam returned to earth as punishment. Supposed to be the leader of earth, but now as a punishment. So that's the brief of the starting of jinn and human in stories of how everything was started. And in second ayah of this surah, it's saying this, it guides to the right way. So when jinn created, what are the things of jinn, how to be a good jinn? No proper code of conduct there. Maybe, but human do not know. Do jinn used to be at Jannah? No idea. Only Quran is the source of information. By this it can be said where jinn used to be. But higher rank jinn, Iblis, and human from Jannah, they kicked out towards earth. So one ayah says, I created jinn and human for prayer only. And jinn, specifically Iblis, said till the end of the world they will be the spectator towards human, and they will make them confused and will make them bad path holder. And in the second ayah saying it guides to the right way. It guides what it is, Quran. So it could be say that they are now started understanding Quran. So when Quran revealed, It's talking about that moment or previous moment. So it's about that moment when jinn read Quran. Now the most interesting part would be that the whole jinn community is not reading it. A group of jinn. So are they higher ranked, lower ranked, foolish jinn, or other kind of jinn? That's not clear. There's so many kind of jinn, but in terms of knowledge, based on knowledge, categorically, Iblis is the only jinn which is higher ranked by the information of Quran. So it guides to the right way. A group of jinn is saying about Quran, and it's saying that فَآمَنَّا bihi. So we believe in it. So jinn believe in Quran. A group of jinn. وَلَن نُشْرِكَ بِرَبِّنَا أَحَدٍ. And never we will associate with our sustainer anyone. So a group of jinn is saying that they believed in Quran and they found the amazingness of Quran, and they will never associate anyone, any entity with their sustainer, their Rabb. So, few questions popping. Do they used to shirk, like associate someone else with Allah? Well, Rabb is adjective Allah. Rabb means sustainer, cherisher, caretaker. Allah means one God, Al-Ilah, oneness. So this ayah is providing information that if do not make it complex, then they found it so amazing that they can see the right path, the right way. They found the right way, and they found that it guides properly. So they believed, and they never, the word never associate with time. So jinn as a punishment are in earth. There are less information about the whole jinn community, that only higher ranked jinn or only Iblis is in earth or not. The whole jinn community is in earth or not for that denial to prostrate Adam. No information on Quran. So just based on few words about that reference, and one example about that creation of human and jinn for to pray Allah. So let's talk this never based on their lifetime, jinn's lifetime. So they will never associate. So by this ayah it could be said that jinn also do have mushrik. What is mushrik? Who do shirk, means who associate. with Allah in general. Alright, third ayah. It's saying that wa annahu ta'ala ya jaddu rabbina ma attakhadha swahibatan wala walad. It means, and that he, referring towards Allah, Allah do not have vagina or penis. It's depend on linguistic, that based on Arabic, Allah's pronoun is he, but Allah is gender neutral. So, and that he exalted is the majesty of a sustainer. So few gratitudes here, and it's also saying that not he has taken a wife and not a son. So Allah do not have any kind of family. They're talking about that. So the core concept is based on Quran, family, like wife, son. These are for earthly things, for individual, but Allah is exalted. And here is saying Rabb, who sustain, who take care. So the caretaker has not taken any wife or son. So many meanings could be arrived, but let stuck in general. A reference of Surah another which said Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, neither he beget, neither he begotten. So it's kind of like this. Fourth ayah is saying wa annahu kana yaqulu safihuna ala Allahi shatot. Shatot, an excessive transgression. The meaning is, and that he used to speak the foolish among us against Allah, and excessive transgression. So all of a sudden jinn started thinking that by the grace of Quran they started seeing everything with more wisdom. They found Quran that much of interesting, that much of knowledgeable, that they now thinking that they are prior than those group of jinn. They do not read Quran, and they are saying that Allah used to speak with foolish people. People means people among jinn. Allah used to speak with foolish jinn, and those are against Allah. So they are envying, and also pride occurring on their mind, same time, and they're talking about that Allah used to speak with foolish jinn, and those foolish jinn are mushrik. They used to associate, and they used to transgress, excessive transgress, and they are not mushrik based on this ayah, but they are used to be against Allah. Pardon, not mushrik at all. Based on this ayah, they are against Allah. Against Allah is big thing, not in bad manner, in good manner. Why? Because Allah found Iblis' words, Iblis' jinn, good. That's why humans supposed to be on earth, Adam supposed to be on earth, but one denial. Boom, 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 boom. Fifth ayah. Wa anna جعلنا علان تقول الإنس والجن على الله كذب, and that we taught that never will say the human and the jinn against Allah in a lie. Simple. Sixth ayah saying wa annahu kana rijalun minal insi ya'uduna bi rijalim minal jinni fazaduhum rahaqa, and that there were men among mankind who sought refuge in the human, specifically men, one man, singular, from the jinn, so they increased them in burden, and that there were men among mankind who sought refuge in the men from the jinn, so they increased them in burden. So few men is the concept here who used to sought refuge among them from jinn. So they used to fear jinn. For Radu whom Rohako, so they increase them in burden. They increase them. Who is this they and them is not clear. But in general concept, refuge should be only taken from oneness. So burden is there if refuge asking from some other entities. Ayah 7 is about simple situation of earthly thing, which is resurrection, and few people used to think till now, not people only, jinn also, that the resurrection will never be there. After that, there will be nothing but few think that's foolish. Also, Yab'ash will raise. It's not only about resurrection, it's also rising. So it could be said that the whole ayah is saying that, and that they thought as you thought, that never will raise Allah anyone. So it could be like that Allah raise someone to do something, and a specific community thought Allah never would be do that. But this kind of concept could be arrived, so many other concepts could be arrived with this words. Next ayah is saying about sky. It's about jinn. They used to sought to touch the sky. Like, why they used to do that? Is their work, or they just do that for their own sake, or they just bored with something, so they do not want to do anything else, or they do this thing, or no proper information. But it's saying that they sought to touch the sky, but they found it filled with gods, severe, like so many gods, and flaming fires. Wa anna lamasna as-samaa fawajadnaha muli'at harasan shadidan wa shuhab. So it's talking about they used to sought to touch the sky, but they found it filled with security and flaming fire. Now, flaming fire, they are made from fire. So flaming fire, is it a problem, or let's see what's next ayah saying. It's saying that wa anna kunna naq'udu, and that we used to sit minha, therein, maq'ida, positions. So they used to sit there in positions in different location. Li, some e, for hearing. They want to hear something. They used to sit. Faman, يستميء الآن يجيد له شهر صاد. But who listens now will find for him a flaming fire waiting. So he used to sit for listening in different position, but now who listen or want to listen will find a flaming fire waiting for them. So again, they are made from fire, so flaming fire is waiting for them, though they are not properly fire which do not have smoke. So for smokeless fire, flaming fire, what could be the end result? Spiritual chemistry classes needed. Ayah 10. It's saying that why that's happening. Is there any evil who intend to do this? They do not know. It's saying وَأَنَّا لَا نَدْرِيَ أَشَرٌّ أُرِيدُ بِمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ أَمْ أَرَادَ بِهِمْ رَبُّهُمْ رَشَادٌ. And that we know whether evil is intended for those who are in the earth, or intends for them their sustainer a right path, and that we not know whether evil is intended, like it's talking about that particular scenario about sky. They used to sit, they used to listen, but now flaming fire is waiting for them as God. No listening available. So they're saying that, and that we not know that whether evil is intended for those who are in the earth, or intends for them. For them means whom it's not clear, their sustainer a right path. Oh, so in general concept, jinn used to sit, used to listen, now they can't, so they are thinking why that's happening. Is there any evil who are doing it, or the sustainer is doing it? So first, they are concerned about human of earth, because evil are doing it or not, they're concerning about it, and they're saying that evil doing this, whether evil is doing this for human or not. So the first half of the ayah is giving that image that jinn is concerned about human. Why? Because they used to sit in sky, different position to listen. Listen what? That's not clear, but that's clear that they used to listen. That is good. Good for jinn, good for human, not clear. But clear is this, that now they can't listen, so they think it's bad. Some evil things are going on. For evil is for human of earth. So another part of this ayah is saying that whether sustainer of human is doing this or not. So either evil is doing this for the human of earth, or the sustainer of human is doing this. So whether it's good or bad, they do not know. So many other things could be happen as well with these words, but they used to sit, they used to listen. For betterment of human, that's not clear. For to poke human, that's not clear. But they're saying that whether evil or sustainer of human are doing it. Maybe they're not sure as well, but they're maybe a little bit of upset. Not little bit of upset, they're upset. And not maybe, they're upset that they used to do thing. Oh no, there should be a maybe. They used to do a thing, now they can't. Because why they used to do that, that's not clear. Next ayah is saying wa anna minna solihuna, and that among us are the righteous. So it's talking about jinn. Among them there are good kind of jinn. Wa minna duna dhalika kunna taraika qidad. And among us, other than that, we are on ways different. So there are categories, not based on designation, based on their own different kind of jinn. It's talking about ayah 12 is saying wa anna jananna allan nujizallaha fi al-ardi wallan nujizahu harab, and that we have become certain that never we will cause failure to Allah in the earth, and never we can escape Him by flight. So now they're asserting that human or jinn, it's talking about jinn. So jinn are so little tiny creature that the majestic Allah is big, and escaping from Allah can't be happen. The bigness of Allah is the key points of this ayah. And next ayah is also like suddenly a person from being a good position in bad place and suddenly started doing good works and started pride about good works, like used to be a, well, Descartes, now started doing good works, praising about now good works. So 39 is about that. وعنا لما سمعنا الهدايا آمنا به فمن يؤمن بربه فلا يخاف بخسا ولا رهقا. And that when we heard the guidance, we believed in it, and whoever believes in his sustainer, then not he will fear any loss and not any burden. 14. And that we among us are Muslims and among us are unjust, and whoever submits, then those have sought the right path. So Muslim, the word Muslim means submission, peace. So Muslim, the word Muslim, how now this world say Muslim as religion, the name. It's funny, bad combination of these two as well. The word Muslim means submission, submitting on self, surrendering, believing in oneness, do works based on oneness. So a cat, a dog, a frog, an ant could be Muslim as well. Aggressive cat could be there. So the general concept of Muslim is this: who submits, who surrender. So among jinn there are Muslim, an opposite. And who is Muslim? Who submit thyself. They choose the right path. 15th ayah is saying, with connection of previous ayah, a word al-qasitun, unjust. And those are unjust, not Muslim, they will be for hell. As fuel. Sixteen. And if they are good, they will be good. Simple ayahs are here, but they will drink water kind of thing. So they're made from fire. Tough to explain. 17 is saying, Li nafti nahum fihi waman yurid an dhikri rabbihi yaslukuhu adaban su'ad, that we might test them therein, and whoever turns away from the remembrance of his sustainer, he will make him enter a punishment severe. Simple. 18 is saying, Wa anna al masjido lillahi fala tad'u ma'a'ullahi ahad, and that the masjid are for Allah, so do not call with Allah anyone. Jinn are saying this kind of things. So Quran do not only talks about the proverbs of Allah, do not only talks about prophets story, also Quran is giving glorious, knowledgeable, informative informations about jinn. Jinn is powerful creature. Even with that kind of power, they are devoted towards Allah, oneness. That's the core. 19th ayah is saying, and that when stood up the slave of Allah, calling upon him, they almost become around him a compact mass. 20th ayah saying, say only I call upon my sustainer and not I associate with him anyone. Simple. 21st is saying, say indeed I do not possess for you any harm and do not right path. Kul inni la amliku lakum dwarran wa la rashad. Say indeed I do not possess for you any harm and not right path. Who is this you? Not clear. 22 is saying, say indeed I never can protect me from Allah anyone, and never can I find from besides him any refugee. Same kind of things, same knowledgeable things. 23. But the notification from Allah and His messages, and whoever disobeys Allah and His messenger, they indeed for him is the fire, nar, fire of hell, Jahannam. They will abide, khalideen, forever. (24) Until when they say what they are promised, then they will know who weaker in helpers and fewer in number. Hayya, no, hatta, pardon, ida, when, ra'au, they see, until when they see. What? Ma yu'aduna fa saya'lamuna man ad'afu nasiran wa aqallu adad. What they are promised, then they will know who is weaker in helpers and fewer in numbers. So weak, fewer number people of helper is the key concept, and who do not help thyself, they are fool, they are weak, they're supposed to do something else, they created for something else, and they are doing something else. They're supposed to do something else, but they will see what will happen if they do something and supposed to do something. 25. Kul in adriya aqaribum ma تعادون أم يجعل له ربي أماد. Say, not I know whether is near what you have promised, or whether will appoint for it my sustainer a distant term. Say, not I know whether is near what you have promised. So maybe it's talking about hereafter, or whether will appoint for it my sustainer a distance of term. So simply talking about timeline if do not deep dive. Next ayah 26 is saying Alimu el Goibi Fala Yuj. Pardon, Yuk. No, Yuj. Alphabet Tua and Kha. The dot is full of illusion. Yuj. Hiru. Allah Ya Goibihi Ahad. The all-knower of the unseen. All-knower of unseen. Jinn is unseen as well, but not all-knower. Alimu. Who it's talking about? Allah, the all-knower of the unseen. So not He reveals from His unseen to anyone. It's talking about the quality of Allah. And previously it was talking about a timeline, so that's unseen as well. And without Allah, every creation knows that information or about that, so less. 27. Illa mina artadoya min rasulin for innahu yasluku min baini yadayhi wa min khalfihi rasad, except. So when this except arrive, previous information is needed. It was talking about a timeline, talking about promise, it's talking about appointment, it's talking about sustainer, talking about Ghaib, unseen, talking about all-knower, talking about revelation of unseen. Now it's saying illa, except whom He has approved of a messenger. So who is the middle entity to give message from one end to another? Except that entity He has approved. And indeed He makes to march from before Him and from behind Him a guard. This is talking about circulated security. Of blessings of Allah. 28. لِيَعْلَمَ أَنْ قَدْ أَبْلَغُوا رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ, that He may make evident that indeed they have conveyed the messages of the Sustainer. Works based on Sustainer, to sustain. وَأَحَاطَ بِمَا لَدَيْهِمْ وَأَحْصَى كُلَّ شَيْءٍ عَدَادًا. And He has compassed what is with them, and he takes account of all things in number. Simple eyes, simple understanding of life. So that's 28th ayah. So the full bunch of words are totally about a different creation than human, and their understanding about life and their mistakes and doing right thing for right path, in right path, for right path, for rightness, in path of oneness.